I've done things, terrible things, things that I'm not proud of, things that I deemed necessary at the time. Um, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but in getting the Corvette ready to go to Iron Horse Garage, where they will turn her in from the banana pudding car into the Black Pearl, I had to remove the lock and the door handle. I also removed this piece from both sides, the mirror, the Stingray emblem, the marker lights, front and rear. But this is something that I'm not sure I can undo. All these arms reach to different holes, get bolted down to different locations. I removed this locking mechanism so I can open up this opening to get to both the handle and the lock inside. It was dangerous, it was rough, but I got it done. And now the hope is I can do it to the other door, and in the end, remember how to put it all back together. That's the part that worries me the most. That's the part that requires this video, so that I will video the other door and its destruction in order to be able maybe one day undo it. This is a water diverter that blocks that little opening that I was showing you, and if any water comes into the window, it diverts it away from all the moving mechanisms like the locking mechanism and all that. I've also worked on the T-top removing trim, and that was a little rough as well. Some of the screws did not want to come out. They're rusted, and some of them broke off. This one pulled right out of there, the thing that it screws into. The molding is garbage. You're gonna have to get new molding for weather stripping, for all of it. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. But it's gonna be a benefit at some point. At some point, all of this will benefit me in that I will have a car that's made of meanness and ready to ride. And when I get back from Mississippi and I go out to Iron Horse Garage to pick it up, I believe I'll be near that point. Of course, in that there'll be the entire putting it all back together phase, which is the scary part. So this is what it looks like before it's taken apart. There's a plate here that I have to take off in order to be able to access things inside. As you saw on the other side, I removed this. This is the locking mechanism. Locked, unlocked, like that, or maybe it's the other way around. At any rate, that has to come out because all of this is in the way. This is the door opening mechanism that opens the door if it's closed. Closed here. That handle moves that bar and pushes that lever. It opens the door. But down inside there, that's the door handle, and it's 2 bolts on. And then behind it is the door lock, which you can't see because of this plastic piece. This plastic piece only has 2 screws, 1, 2. But once you take those out, the plastic piece can't go anywhere. It can't go down because this is in the way. It can't go up because there's no room to pull it through this crack. So it's tough to get out. I took out, oh, these are different. I took out these 3 screws to remove this where the door shuts on the striker. So that this can drop out of the way. And then I was able to manipulate this out of this hole with the window up. That's what I gotta do. But it's a challenge. And everything has to go back together. So I'm gonna video this particular demolition so that I can see how I pulled it apart, so I could see how to put it back together. All these things have these little clips on them, and these little clips have to come off in order for me to proceed. It's not horrible, but it's a rainy day too, so I have that working for me. Yeah, the door panel needs to be replaced. It's garbage. Alright, so I'm gonna go charge up my battery and then proceed on this side. Also, to get the car ready for the boys at Iron Horse Garage, I'm gonna try to take off as much paint as possible. Okay, still to go. I have to remove the hood, and I have to remove the headlights, and I think I'll remove the bumper as well. I think it'll be easier to paint the bumper off than on. That might be true also of the rear bumper, but I don't think I'll take the rear bumper off. I think I'll leave it just as it is. Now that the T-tops are off and this window's down, I have to try to keep the rain out by using my car cover and see how that goes. Alright, next video is just so I can make sure I can put it back together.